Welcome to my channel Mintage Mysteries, where every coin has a hidden story. If you love discovering hidden treasures and uncovering coin secrets, you're in the right place. We're on a quest to solve the puzzles behind the world's most fascinating coins. From rare errors to legendary rarities, let's dive into the mysteries of numismatics. The 1994 Jefferson nickel is part of a coin series that began in 1938 when it replaced the Buffalo nickel. The design for the Jefferson nickel was created by sculptor Felix Schlag, who won a public competition held by the United States Mint. Although his original artwork was modified before being used, the essential elements of his design were kept, and they remained mostly unchanged for decades. By 1994, the Jefferson nickel had become one of the longest-running designs in United States coinage. On the front side of the coin, or the obverse, there is a portrait of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States. He is shown facing left in a calm and thoughtful expression. This image was based on a bust created by the French sculptor Jean-Antoine Houdon in the 18th century. To the left of Jefferson's face is the national motto, "In God We Trust." On the right side of the coin are the word "Liberty" written in script, the year 1994, and a small five-pointed star between them. In some cases, a small mint mark can be found just below the year to show where the coin was produced. However, some coins from this year were struck without a mint mark. The back side of the coin, known as the reverse, features a picture of Monticello, Jefferson's home in Virginia. It is shown from the front, displaying its columns, central dome, and balanced structure. Above the image of Monticello is the Latin phrase "e pluribus unum," which means "out of many, one." Below the building are the inscriptions "Monticello, 5 cents," and "United States of America." The reverse design is simple and flat, a result of changes made by the Mint to Schlag's original drawing, which had included more depth and artistic style. The coin is made from a cupronickel alloy, which is a mixture of 75% copper and 25% nickel. This has been the standard composition for nickels since the series began, except during World War II when different materials were used to save nickel for military supplies. The coin weighs 5 grams and measures 21.2 millimeters in diameter. It has a smooth, plain edge. In 1994, no major changes were made to the design or composition of the Jefferson nickel. However, small differences may be seen in coins from different mints or production batches. Some collectors pay close attention to the quality of the image on the reverse, especially the steps leading up to Monticello. If all the steps are clearly visible and show no signs of wear, the coin is considered to have full steps, which is a special quality grade. The 1994 Jefferson nickel is a common coin that was widely used in daily transactions. Although it may not be rare or valuable, it still reflects the long tradition of American coin design and honors one of the country's most important historical figures. The 1994 Jefferson nickel, while common in circulation, has certain examples that are considered rare and potentially valuable due to factors like strike quality, mint errors, and overall condition. To understand why some 1994 nickels are worth more than face value, it's important to look at the details that influence rarity and desirability in the coin collecting market. In 1994, the United States Mint struck Jefferson nickels at 3 facilities: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia and Denver mints produced circulation strike coins in very large numbers, over 700 million combined, so most of these coins are extremely common. Because of the high mintage, standard circulated examples are generally worth only their face value of 5 cents. However, the scarcity arises not from the mintage totals but from the number of surviving coins in exceptionally high grades or with special characteristics. One of the most important factors that increase a Jefferson nickel's value is the presence of full steps on the reverse side of the coin. The Monticello building on the back features a series of steps leading to the entrance. A coin is said to have full steps if all 5 or 6 steps are fully visible and show no signs of flattening due to wear or weak striking. Achieving full steps requires a well-struck die and a fresh, high-quality planchet. Coins with this detail are much more difficult to find, especially from the 1990s, when quality control was not always consistent. Grading services such as PCGS and NGC assign the full steps designation only when the steps are completely separated and uninterrupted. For example, a 1994 nickel graded MS66 with full steps can be worth significantly more than the same coin without full steps. The difference in value could range from a few dollars to over $100, depending on the grade and overall eye appeal. In the highest known grades, such as MS-67 with full steps, prices can exceed several $100s, especially if the population is low. That means very few coins have been graded that high with full steps, making them rarer and more valuable to collectors who specialize in high-end Jefferson nickels. Another area that affects rarity is mint errors. Although relatively uncommon, error coins from 1994 do exist and can carry a premium based on the type and severity of the error. Examples of valuable errors include off-center strikes, broad strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, die cracks, and struck-through errors, where a piece of foreign material was between the die and the planchet during striking. Some of these errors are more dramatic and eye-catching than others, and as a result, they command higher prices on the collector market. A 1994 Jefferson nickel with a 10 to 20% off-center strike in uncirculated condition, for example, could be worth anywhere from $20 to $100 or more depending on eye appeal and the location of the date on the planchet. Proof coins from 1994 were only struck at the San Francisco Mint and were made for collectors, not for circulation. These coins have a mirrored background and frosted design elements, made using specially polished dies and planchets. While most 1994 proof nickels are not particularly rare, coins that grade exceptionally high, such as PR69 or PR70, can have higher values, especially if they feature a deep cameo finish. Deep cameo proof nickels have strong contrast between the frosted devices, like Jefferson's Portrait and Monticello, and the mirror-like fields. A perfect PR70 deep cameo 1994 nickel can be worth substantially more than lower-grade proof examples. In addition, certain coins with unusual toning or color, such as rainbow toning caused by chemical reactions with the coin's metal over time, can also bring in premium prices if the toning is attractive and natural. Collectors of toned coins often pay extra for coins with unique and vibrant coloration, even if the coin is otherwise common. In conclusion, while the majority of 1994 Jefferson nickels are worth only face value, there are several specific scenarios where a coin from this year can become rare and valuable. These include coins with full steps in high mint state grades, unusual and dramatic mint errors, high-grade proof coins with deep cameo contrast, and even naturally toned examples. The rarity of these coins lies not in their total number but in the quality of the strike, the condition of preservation, and the presence of unique characteristics that distinguish them from the millions of ordinary examples produced that year. Collectors interested in the Jefferson nickel series often seek out these rare and high-quality pieces to complete or upgrade their collections, driving up demand and value for the best examples. If you enjoyed today's exploration, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe for more coin discoveries, and share this video with fellow collectors. And as always, keep searching for those hidden treasures in your change. You never know when you might stumble upon the next big mystery.